This is Sensei Michael with another round of Singapore mathematics. This question is a combination of a topic on tables, which is considered a form of graph in Singapore mathematics, and average. So the student has to be able to read and understand tables and at the same time understand the concepts behind average. So average is something that all students have to understand. The very basic thing about average is that it is a relationship between the total number of everything and the total number of items. So basically the average is a relationship. In this case, okay, the total number of the total number all added together over the number of items. So in this case, when we look at how things work, we can tell from reading this table that, hey, we know that there are 24 students in the class, and we realize that there's an average number of hours the students spent. So if we already know two of the items, the average number of hours and the total number of students, in this case, we have the total number of items. These are the items, the number of pupils. And this is the number that you actually want, because it's the number of hours that you're spending here. So in this case, the average is 5 hours and there are 24 pupils. So we can actually find the total number of hours spent, in this case, by multiplying the average by the number of items. So 24 pupils times 5 hours, that gives us 120. So what else do we know? Wherever we solve word problems, we're always asking ourselves what we know, what we can find out, or what we can make the same. In this case, there's nothing really to make the same, but we can find out something. We can find out, okay, the total number of pupils and the number of hours here spent, the number of hours spent on these pupils, and the number of hours spent by the 8 pupils in total. And if we were to take them away from this 120, then we know the number of hours spent by the last 10. Okay, so in this case, we have 6 times 1 equals to 6. And we have 8 times 3 equals to 24. So once we add both of them up, 24 plus 6 equals to 30. We add them up. And we realize that, so this 120, that one is 30. So once we take them away, 120 minus 30 is equals to 90. So which means the number of hours spent in total by the 10 pupils is 90. And that's where a lot of students make their mistake. They didn't read the question carefully and they put in the number 90. No, this 90 represents the total hours spent by that 10 pupils. So we still have to divide by the 10 pupils so that you can see the number of hours spent by each pupil. So in this case, 90 divided by 10 gives us 9. So the number that is missing on the table is 9. And this is Sensei Michael with another round of Singapore mathematics.